Welcome to How to Rock Spirit's Sun Moon Alchemy series. This audio was compiled and recorded by Dustin Cormier, a Leo ascendant Scorpio with Sagittarius moon, born in the year of the Metal Ram. All the possible Western Sun and Moon sign combinations can be found and learned about here. This information is for educational purposes only. I do not own any of the following content. For more astrology lectures and my own Cosmic Consciousness audio lecture series, check out How to Rock Spirit's YouTube channel, where I rap about everything from philosophy and transpersonal psychology, to psychedelic spirituality, to tantric and occult mysticism, and even to Marx and Engels and the materialist sciences. See you there! Sun in a water sign. Basically motivated by deep emotional yearnings and desires. Recharges energy through intense emotional experience and intimate involvement with people. Sun in Scorpio. Creative energy penetrates surface experience through intense emotional power and intuition. Needs to express one's transformative energy, often into reforming the status quo. Craving for intensity, involving the core of human experience, often seeking this in deep, merging, usually highly sexual relationships. Level of vitality is connected to constant inner compulsive desires, sometimes obsessions. Flow of creative expression can be hindered by emotional fixations, reluctance to be open, and fear of losing control. The moon sign and its element. These notes are also still from Stephen Arroyo's Chart Interpretation Handbook. The element of the moon's sign represents an attunement from the past that manifests automatically, a mode of feeling and being that one needs to be aware of in order to feel inwardly secure and at home with oneself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. By such modes of self-expression, you are satisfying a deep inner need that can give stability to your entire personality. The moon's element also shows how you react instinctively to all experiences, with what energy you spontaneously adjust yourself to the flow of life. Moon in water signs. Reacts to changing experiences with sensitivity and emotion. Feels comfortable with self when feelings are deeply involved. Moon in Cancer. Reacts with sensitivity, sometimes oversensitivity, and with protectiveness towards self and others. Feels secure when nurturing and being nurtured by others. Natural sense of timing and ability to tune in to intuitions and emotional subtleties. Extremely sensitive to moods and reactions of others, often at the mercy of one's own moods. Can be overprotective of emotions. Strong memory of past emotions is retained forever, still coloring attitudes toward present situations. The following information comes from Isabel Hickey's Astrology, a Cosmic Science, copyright 1992 by Isabel M. Hickey Trust. Moon in Cancer. Note that this is the ruling position of the moon, as Cancer rules the moon. Too sensitive. Must not react to the feelings of those around them. Subject to moods. Easygoing and sociable. The need to mother others very strong. Everything experienced held in feeling memory. Introverted on subjective levels. Conservative. Operates in a deliberate social way. Can be carried away by tides of emotions. Far too sensitive in response to environment. Can be psychic. In a male chart, would attract a feminine more mother than mate. Sun-Moon Alchemy. The elemental combinations of the sun sign and the moon sign. The following information comes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Copyright Charles and Susie Harvey, 1994, again in 2003. First published by Aquarian, 1994. Each sun-moon type is a combination of elements. In the following descriptions of the element combinations, please remember that the pairing can be either way around. For example, a fire-earth combination refers equally to sun-fire, moon-earth, as it does to sun-earth, moon-fire. There will be subtle differences, but the dynamic is generally the same. The four pure types, with both sun and moon in the same element, most vividly express the element involved. Such an emphasis on one element also represents an imbalance, so such types are liable to swing into their complementary or opposite element. Water-water combinations. Water is the element of feelings and imagination, and the English language is full of water imagery, which is descriptive of this type. The strongly water type is able to get into the mainstream and go with the flow. They drink in life's experiences, and nothing washes over them. They can gush with feelings, quickly go misty with emotions, and dissolve into tears. Sentimental and nostalgic about the past, this type can wax lyrical about his longings for times gone by, as does the Anglo-Irish dramatist Oliver Goldsmith, Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Cancer. I love everything old. Old friends, old times, old manners, old books, old wine. This type can also at times be a wet blanket, especially to more boisterous fire types and restless air types. In politics, their compassionate natures incline them to be the caring and compassionate wets, rather than the airy dries with their doctrinal purity. Hardier types may consider water individuals to be drips and still wet behind the ears. But still waters run deep, and the feeling strengths of the double water type give the capacity to empathize with others and to show caring concern for everyone in need. This individual also has a rich imagination and often the ability to get inside the skin of another. Hence, the poetic, artistic, and theatrical talents often come easily. A confusion of personal boundaries is, however, an occupational hazard of the strongly watery type. They can be so sensitive that they become psychic sponges, picking up moods and emotional undercurrents in the environment, and unable to differentiate their own feelings and needs from those of others. This type wants emotional security and emotional food, and because the two do not always come together in equal doses, they can easily get hurt. If wounded, this person can withdraw into an icy silence, but once their feelings are recognized and addressed, their heart quickly melts and thaws out, and they are soon back in the flow of things. Shadow side. Swimming in the seas of subjectivity does not make it easy for double water types to engage in clearly reasoned arguments or objective judgments. They know how they personally feel about people or situations, and that is their reality, rather than a collection of objective facts which lead indubitably to a logical conclusion. Hence, the strongly watery individual tends to remain irrational when they think they are being rational. This type needs to learn how to think things through with more detachment. Yes, they may have had a bad experience with a Malaysian taxi driver, but does that really make all the Malaysian race bad? The double watery type is also prone to cling in relationships because they provide the arena for the emotional exchange, containment, and security that is so vital for this individual's well-being. This type often needs to learn that letting go of just a little and allowing loved ones more room for maneuver usually strengthens rather than jeopardizes a relationship. Male versus female. Water is undoubtedly a female-oriented element, and hence generally much easier in our society for females to handle than males. Whilst men can be sympathetic, caring, and compassionate, it is still not easy for men in the West to show their feelings or to allow themselves to be seen dissolving into tears. In consequence, strongly watery men may actually swing into the opposite pole and become ultra-rational, detached, and unemotional to a degree that some would almost see as pathological. This can lead to men of this type and some women who take pride in showing no emotions and act only through reason. When this does happen, however, this type of polarized individual will always be found surrounded with highly emotional people and situations that act out. The following observations about your Sun-Moon combination are drawn from insights gained from astrologer Jefferson Anderson's book, Sun Sign, Moon Sign, an observation of many different individuals. The writing itself comes from Mantak Chia and William U. Wei's Cosmic Astrology. Copyright 2012 by North Star Trust, published by Destiny Books. Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Cancer. An attractive radiance. You always know exactly what you are doing and incisively who you are. You innately prize your own worth, and self-assurance has never been an issue in your life. There is an air of mystery around you, and it can be hard for friends to understand you. They're perfectly happy to follow you anywhere, however. They want to grab some of whatever it is you have, almost as though they feel your inner strength. You are maybe the most charismatic and compelling of all the Sun-Moon combinations, and are sure-footed, dependable, and flexible. You are esteemed wherever you go. You always seem to be successful, because luck closely follows the Scorpio Cancer, whether at work or at play. Moreover, appeal, strength, and smarts work to your advantage. You are temperate, calm, and you do not lose your balance. You can play just about any role conceivable, and you are a wonderful actor. This makes you comfortable in almost any conditions. You are seldom interested in taking over, despite all those inborn leadership qualities. You are somewhat of a loner because of your self-reliance and independence. You require only yourself for comfort and will do your best to maintain a discerning distance from other people, no matter how many want your friendship. You have 2 water signs, so you might feel strong, selfless urges, and your mixture is often seen in charts of clergymen, doctors, and scientists. Your curative powers are likely very apparent, and you should use them in some fashion. You possess a restoring quality, which helps you to bounce back from setbacks with relative ease, and you do not have too many psychological problems. Your only trouble is your inclination to muffle beliefs instead of addressing them candidly and openly. Revealing yourself for examination is just not easy for you. Sadness, heartsickness, and ill humor can result from inhibited feelings in the Scorpio Cancer. Discuss things more openly, and try to put your guard down from time to time. You like to dig beneath appearances to learn the real meaning and significance of things, and are never happy with superficial impressions. You succeed at just about everything you decide to try because of your depth, imagination, and clever realism. Once interested in some undertaking, your absorption and commitment are unmatchable. Notes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Cancer. Your greatest strengths: intuition, resilience and emotional tenacity, courageous capacity to nurture the downtrodden, and the ability to feel where things are at and then take appropriate action to do something about helping restore harmony. Your greatest weaknesses: a tendency to let subjective hunches replace objective reasoning, inclination to sink into self-pity and let negative emotions absorb you, a kind of egocentric sensitivity that insists on making the world come to you. Images for integration: a mother eagle defends her babies with immense courage. A surgeon develops life-saving methods. A mother passionately defends her delinquent child and pleads for a compassionate verdict.